What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be diving into the world of laser engraving with a comprehensive review of this Atomstack A24 laser engraver. Now whether you're a hobbyist, a small business owner, or you're just someone who loves DIY projects, this machine promises to be a game changer. Now in this video we're going to take you through the unboxing and setup. We're also going to briefly talk about its specs. And then we're going to round off this video by going through and testing out this machine on a few different types of materials to see how well it works. And then I'll share with you my thoughts on whether it's worth your investment. So let's get started. Okay, so first up, and pretty much how we kick off all of our videos, let's take a look at what's inside the box. Now for everything that you get, the Atomstack A24 comes very well packaged, and I'm actually amazed how they neatly organize and packed all the essential components in a somewhat small sized box. I was surprised how they fit everything into the box, considering that I got the 24 watt unibody frame configuration that comes with this enclosure. Now, in addition to the unit itself, Atomstack did also send me a couple of expansion accessories, which I will mention, but I'll probably end up covering in a future video. They sent me accessories such as the F4 honeycomb board and aluminum plate, which is used to protect your surfaces when you're doing a job, which I also have included in this review, as well as other accessories such as the R2V2 rotary roller, the L2 Smart Z Access automated leveling module, and the CR1 control terminal, which you can see right there, which I will cover in more detail in future videos. Okay, so here is what you do get in the box. You've got a number of accessories and manuals, of course, which includes the assembly and instruction manuals. You get a set of safety glasses. You get a bunch of bags of screws, tools, and pretty much everything you need to assemble and operate the laser engraver. In addition to that, you also do get the power supply and various cables for connecting your different accessories and powering the unit itself. In addition to that, and packaged separately, you do get the laser engraving module, which is the 24 watt high-powered diode laser, which should be capable of engraving and cutting through virtually any types of material. Now, this is the heart of the machine, and it has a number of built-in features which we will go over later in this video. Now overall, what I do love about this laser engraver is the aluminum alloy frame and the overall build quality. This laser engraver feels super sturdy and very durable, unlike a few of the other laser engravers that I've reviewed previously on this channel. Now the frame itself comes pretty much fully assembled and packaged very nicely. And to me, what's surprising about this whole unboxing experience is that they managed to also include in the box all of the parts for this actual enclosure. Now what's good about the enclosure is that these parts as well feel very durable, and the quality and the thickness of the material is just amazing. Now as you can see, the assembled unit does look like a commercial grade laser engraver, but it's nice that they did package everything very nicely so that nothing got damaged during shipping. All of the parts for the enclosure and the main unit and frame itself are all high quality. And I will say that this is definitely a well-built machine with high quality parts, and the assembly process was completely straightforward. In fact, when it came to assembly, the laser engraver itself took me about 10 minutes to assemble, and then this enclosure, which is built onto the laser engraver itself, took me about 30 minutes to put together, and as you can see, everything fit together perfectly. Now, while you're watching footage of me assembling this A24, let's talk really quickly about the specs for this beautiful machine, because this is where the Atomstack A24 really shines. Laser power. The A24 features a powerful 24 watt laser capable of cutting through 15 millimeters of wood, 10 millimeters of acrylic, and even some metals like stainless steel and even aluminum. Now this power opens up a wide range of possibilities for many different projects. Now from an engraving area perspective, you do get a large working area of 365 millimeters by 305 millimeters, which is great for both small and large projects. whether you're engraving small items like keychains or even larger pieces like signs. You've got plenty of space to do your workload. And then, the best thing, you can expand that capability with accessories like the Atomstack R5 automatic conveyor feeder, which of course I don't have in my possession. Now, from a precision perspective, the A24 boasts an engraving accuracy of 0.06 by 0.08 millimeters. This means you can expect highly detailed and precise engravings, which is especially important for intricate designs and jobs that require a lot of detail. Now, from a speed perspective, this machine operates at a maximum engraving speed of 36,000 millimeters per minute, which is equivalent to 600 millimeters per second. This speed allows you to complete projects quickly without compromising on quality. Now, this was actually the fastest laser engraver that I've tested and used thus far. Now, from a compatibility perspective, the Atomstack A24 supports a wide range of software, including Laser GRBL and Lightburn, which is the software that I'm using to complete all of my jobs. It's also compatible with Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, which gives you flexibility no matter what operating system you prefer. Now, when it comes to safety features, this machine includes several safety features such as an emergency stop button, laser shielding to reduce harmful blue light exposure, and even has a built-in air assist-like module and fire detection system to minimize the risk of fire. It also does have an instant stop feature if the engraver is moved or tipped over during a job. And then, if you do have the enclosure, you also do get further instant stop functionality if the lid is opened while a job is in progress. Now, what's also nice about the enclosure, aside from its build quality, is a feature that I have never seen before on any laser engraver that I've used in the past. And that is an onboard built-in camera so that you can monitor and control your jobs remotely, which I think is a great idea. Now, I'm actually wondering if they did get this idea from the 3D printing industry, but I definitely do like that it is included with this laser engraver. Definitely let me know what you think about that feature in the comments section below. Okay, so now that we've got this laser engraver fully assembled, let's see how well this laser engraver performs. Now, for this video, I'm going to test the A24 on 3 different materials: wood, acrylic, and stainless steel. Now, I decided to start my review with wood engraving. So first, I used this 6mm block of wood to engrave a test card. And as you can see from the footage, not only is the A24 fast, but it also does do a pretty good job engraving the card itself. Now, as you'll notice, there are a few scorch marks, and unfortunately, I did not get the external air assist accessory to test out in this video. Maybe Atomstack will give it to me to test in the next video, because that definitely will help to improve the overall quality of the output of this laser engraver. Nonetheless, the laser engraver does produce clean edges and minimal scorching overall. Now, the engraving is precise and the details really do pop, as you can see from this example. Now, I did realize in some parts of the job that I will need to increase the power output, because as you can see, there are some text and objects that did not completely engrave into the plywood itself. And this is actually something that I noticed across all of my test jobs. But overall, I still think what was produced turned out very nicely. Now, in addition to that, I also did try out some other test print cards, and they too turned out pretty nicely. But as you can see, I had the same issue with adjusting the intensity and power of the laser itself. Now, in some cases, I didn't give it enough power, and in some cases, I dialed up the power too much, which caused the engraver itself to engrave deep into the wood itself. Now, this means that I'll have to play around with the settings a little bit for some of my future jobs, so that both it's not too much and then it's also not too little. Now, in addition to that, I also did go ahead and engrave a picture of my dogs, and as you can see, it did an amazing job accurately reproducing the details and images of each of my 4 Yorkies. Now, this is something that I love, and I think it turned out great. And although it's not a little bit centered, it still turned out perfectly. And I'll probably do this again in a larger size. and make it a permanent fixture somewhere in my house. Now next, when it comes to stainless steel engraving, I decided to use business card size stainless steel plates to see if I could produce some thin metal business cards. Now this is something that I've always wanted to try, and the A24 did a beautiful job, and the designs came out crisp and very detailed. Now there were some areas where I could have adjusted the power settings to make the resolution even better, but overall, I actually love the way these business card samples look at different angles, and I can see myself printing a lot more of these for use and distribution at events and even get-togethers. Now, talk about a unique conversation starter and something that I think will get people's attention, so it will really make my businesses stand out. Now, when it came to testing out this machine, my favorite job and the best example of this A24's capability was my tests with black acrylic. I am just completely in love with how this test job turned out. So as you can see, this dragon engraved into a 3mm black acrylic sheet looks amazing. The laser engraver finished the job with ease, leaving a smooth image with amazing details. I love the light on black look, and now I have a ton of ideas for follow-up projects using acrylic. Now, unfortunately, I did lose all of my footage demonstrating the laser cutting capabilities of this laser engraver. But what I can say is that it easily cut through different materials between 3mm and up to 15mm in size, like butter. This does, of course, impact the overall speed of the machine itself. However, it does effortlessly complete those cutting jobs in one pass, leaving smooth and solid edges and corners. Now overall, I know this only scratches the surface of what this laser engraver is capable of, and I'm super excited to continue to use this laser engraver and share with you my future projects in upcoming videos. But so far, I'm learning, and I'm super impressed with what this laser engraver has produced in all of my test jobs. So overall, what are the pros and cons of this Atomstack A24? From a pros perspective, you've got a high-powered 24-watt laser that is incredibly powerful, allowing for cutting and engraving on a wide range of materials. You've also got a decently sized work area at 365mm by 305mm, which is a workspace more than enough for most projects. In addition to that, you've got precision and speed with over 600mm per second and an ultra-fine laser, which makes this A24 ideal for both detailed work and larger jobs. You've also got a number of safety features that provides peace of mind, especially for those of you that are new to laser engraving, like myself. And then on top of all of that, you've got amazing build quality and materials that went into building this machine. This is probably the best quality laser engraver that I've gotten the opportunity to use so far, and pricing starts at around $850 for this unibody 24-watt laser engraver, which does also include this enclosure. Now, if you're interested in buying this for yourself, I will leave my promo code and link in the description section below, which makes this an even better deal. Now, what about the cons or the things that I think could use improvement? Now, if you're looking at accessories, that can quickly increase the price. Now, the good thing is, those accessories aren't really needed in order to do or complete most jobs. This standalone combo has pretty much everything you need to get started and pretty much do everything that you want it to do. Now, on the flip side, I would recommend, if you are thinking about accessories, that you consider the honeycomb board and maybe even the air assist module. I think those two accessories prove to be useful in more advanced use cases and jobs. And then finally, the learning curve. While this A24 is very user-friendly, beginners definitely may need some time to fully understand the software and settings to get the best results, especially when it comes to dialing in the power settings for different job types and even materials. Now this, of course, is always going to take a little bit of experimentation, but for me, that is the fun part of this hobby, and I get super excited when projects I'm working on turn out exactly or even better than I have imagined them. Now overall, the Atomstack A24 laser engraver is a powerhouse that delivers on performance, precision, and versatility. It's a fantastic choice for serious hobbyists and even small businesses alike, especially if you need a machine that can handle a variety of materials with ease, and also something that has amazing build quality. Now if you're looking to invest in a laser engraver that offers high power, a good amount of work area, and impressive accuracy and speed, this Atomstack A24 should definitely be on your radar. Anyways, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I know it was short, but if you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech reviews. Please also leave me a comment if you have any questions or if you want to see more tests with this Atomstack A24. Make sure you also ring that bell icon so you can get notified when I post other content, as well as a follow-up video using the additional accessories that Atomstack sent me with this laser engraver. Until next time, happy engraving.